Assalamualaikum to Madam Suravati. Today, our group will be presenting our group project for communication and computer networks. These are our group member, Muhammad ARIF FARIDZUAN, 107626, Muhammad Shafifi JUBAIR, 105080, which is me, Muhammad Shafifi, 105281, Muhammad FADZILAH, 105001, and lastly, Muhammad ZULIRFAN, 105084. First, I'm going to present part A. Okay, introduction to ARQ. ARQ stands for Automatic Repeat Request, also known as Automatic Repeat Query. ARQ is an error control strategy used in a two-way communication system. It is a group of error controlling protocols to achieve reliable data transmission over an unreliable source or service. We got our sources from gigs for gigs. Okay, there are three types of ARQ: stop and wait ARQ, go back and ARQ, selective repeat ARQ. First, stop and wait ARQ. Stop and wait ARQ is a sliding window protocol method used for the reliable delivery of data frames. The stop and wait ARQ is used for noisy channels or links to handle flow and error control between sender and receiver. We got our sources from gigs for gigs as usual. This is the visual representation of stop and wait ARQ. Next, go back N ARQ. In go back N, the sender can send multiple data packets without waiting for an acknowledgement for each one. However, it can only send a certain number of packets. This is called window size. If one packet is lost or acknowledged, the sender must go back and resend the packet and all the packets that followed it, even if they were received correctly. We got our sources from gigs for gigs as usual. This is the visual representation of go back N ARQ. Lastly, selective repeat ARQ. This protocol SRP is mostly identical to GBN protocol, except that buffers are used and the receiver and the sender each maintains a window of size. SRP works better when the link is unreliable because in this case, retransmission tends to happen more frequently. Selectively, retransmitting frames is more efficient and then retransmitting all of them. As usual, we got our sources from Gitswagi website, and this is the selective repeat ARQ visual representation. We also have run some tests using the ARQ protocol simulator, which is provided by our lecturer. These are the user-defined parameters: packet loss probability, ACK loss probability, network bandwidth, latency, timeout interval, and lastly window size for go backend and selective repeat ARQ. These are the recorded key performance metric. We got throughput in Mbps, SE loss probability, total transmission time, bandwidth utilization, processing overhead, and the transmission count. Okay, there are four network scenarios. I'm going to present one and two. Okay, first we have ideal network where we have a high network bandwidth and with low latency, and these are the results for all the ARQ protocol. Next, congested network, where we are going to have a low network bandwidth and a high packet loss or latency. And these are the results for all the RRQ protocol. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Shafifi bin SAMSUL and my matrix number is 105281. So I'll be presenting about scenario 3 and 4 and also the analysis part. So on scenario 3, we'll be presenting on ARQ protocols under high latency with different timeout intervals for 5 millisecond and also 20 millisecond. On 5 millisecond, the best will be selective repeat ARQ, which will lead with 0.10 Mbps. The one with the balance speed is go back N, and whereas stop and wait ARQ will suffer from high latency. Next, we'll check about 20 millisecond. On 20 millisecond, selective repeat throughput drops to 0.07 Mbps due to more retransmission. Go back N efficiency will decline further, while stop and wait shows minor improvement in retransmission. So on scenario 4, we will compare varying window sizes, window size 4, 8, and 12 for go back N and selective repeat. So on window size 4, go back N ARQ will perform better with throughput 74.10 Mbps, whereas selective repeat ARQ will only perform 59.09 Mbps. Next is window size 8. Both protocols improve with go back N ARQ having 95.79 Mbps throughput, whereas selective repeat ARQ increased till 88.79 Mbps. On Windows size 12, selective repeat ARQ perform much better than go back N ARQ with throughput 157.79 Mbps, whereas go back N ARQ will only perform 106.14 Mbps throughput. Next will be analysis and discussion. charts and interpretation. So I'll be presenting only on scenario 1 and scenario 2. On scenario 1, we'll try to find performance in ideal network, aka low loss and high bandwidth. So as you can see on this chart, go backend and selective repeat protocols both achieve higher value compared to stop and wait protocol. And in scenario 2, we'll try to find high packet loss and low bandwidth congested network. So, as you can see on this chart, selective repeat exhibits the highest throughput and lowest processing overhead in congested, high loss environment, while go backend throughput drops considerably and its processing overhead increases significantly due to its retransmission policy, and stop and wait's performance deteriorates severely, yielding extremely low throughput. So, that is all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is SAMSUL and I'm gonna present from scenario 3 to conclusion. First of all, this is scenario 3 table, high latency with different time interval. And this is graph for it, which is graph 1, throughput vs timeout interval. And this is graph 2, total transmission time and timeout interval. And next is scenario 4, varying window size for go back and selective repeat. And this is the table for it. And next is graph 1, which is throughput and window size. And this is graph 2, which is bandwidth utilization and window size. Next is overall comparative analysis. It shows that each protocol can go from very low to excellent for each scenario. And this is performance. Stop and wait is simple and to understand and implement, but it lacks efficiency. Go back and it offers a good balance because sender can transmit multiple packets without waiting for individual SDK. And the drawback is it inefficient with transmission. And next is selective repeat. It provides the highest performance, particularly in noisy environment. The drawback is its highest implementation complex due to maintenance individual and buffering out of order. Its complexity is high because it requires careful tracking and buffering at both ends. The network condition for each protocol is stop and wait. It based for low latency, low bandwidth, and low packet. And for go back end is it moderate to high bandwidth. It also based for moderate latency network and low to moderate packet loss rate. And lastly, selective repeat. It based for high latency, high bandwidth network, lossy network, and application needing efficiency high through transfer, like video streaming. For the conclusion, stop and wait is performed very well in ideal condition but suffer greatly in higher latency and packet loss. For backend, improve throughput and battery utilization as the window size increase. And selective repeat, while not directly testable data, is expected to provide even better efficiency in error-prone environment by transmitting only those or correct frames. Overall, the research highlights that stop and wait is simple but inefficient for challenging networks. Go back and offer a good balance between complexity and performance. And lastly, selective repeat is the most efficient but more complex to implement. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is MOHD FADZILAH bin MARIKAN, registration number 105001. Today I will be presenting part B for CCN project. First we will start with proposed network architecture. It will go from internet service provider, main router, and then go to the office switches, and we will go to the end devices such as PCs, laptops, mobile devices, and network printers. Next is the diagram of the proposed network architecture. You can see go from the internet to the main router to the inter-office link, and then go to office A and then office B. This is the detailed network diagram for the whole company. This is office A and this is office B. For detailed network diagram A, you can see from the internet to the router, go to the switcher, go to the switch, and then go to the stationary users, go to the networked printers, and then go to the mobile users, and then go to the meeting room. We chose FortiGate 60F for the router because it can handle up to the internet speeds up to 500 Mbps downlink and 10 Mbps uplink. Next, we chose FortiSwitch 124F because it has 24 port GB internet, and it can be used for Office A since the Office A has like 18 ports that need the internet. Next is the 116F FortiSwitch for the Office B switch. It has 16 port. Unlike the Office A, there's only 13 users in the Office B, so this is more than enough for Office B. That is all for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is MOHAMMAD FARIDZUAN. My matrix number is 107626. I'm here to explain the diagram B of our project. So first, the switch goes to the stationary PCs, to the network printers, to the mobile employees, and to the meeting room. For the wireless connectivity that we chose is Ubiquiti Unify U6 Lite WAPs due to their reliable Wi-Fi 6 performance, efficient device handling, and centralized management for secure network separation. And for the our inter-office link, it is utilized fiber optic. It is selected for its superior high speed, high bandwidth communication, immunity interference, and long-term value, making it a future-proof solution. And for the conclusion, our network design connects Office A and B with a high-speed fiber link and a shared internet gateway. This practical, secure, and future ready setup supports shared device, reduce costs, and ensures strong performance for improved company productivity. And that is all from our group. Thank you.